Hey guys, it's Dr. James down here at Premier Chiropractic. Sciatica, right? So many people suffer from sciatica, but what is true sciatica? Well, sciatica is essentially pain, tingling, or numbness experienced in the distribution of what we call the sciatic nerve. So the sciatic nerve is essentially going to run down the leg and down into the calf and into the foot. And again, you can experience true sciatica. It could be in the buttocks, in the back of the leg or the thigh, or heck, even like I said, in the foot. Now, what is sciatica caused from? It's caused from compression. Well, where? So essentially, what are gonna actually make up the sciatic nerves is right here in your lumbar spine, these lower nerves primarily from L4 to S1. Now, another area of entrapment essentially can be what we call the piriformis muscle. And in this case of sciatica, we call this piriformis syndrome. So piriformis muscle is a muscle that is gonna essentially span from this part of your sacrum, and it's going to come over here to actually your leg or your femur. Now that sciatic nerve, depending upon your anatomy, is either gonna go below it or through it, meaning when it gets really tight, it can come compressed. Now another form of sciatica is actually caused by sitting on the toilet too long, which I'm sure you've all experienced at some point in time in your life where you're sitting on there for too long and you're like, oh, my legs are going numb, my legs are going numb. Yes, that is what sciatica feels like. Now the amazing thing is all three cases that I just presented to you essentially can be helped through chiropractic, right? Chiropractic adjustment is going to help restore mobility and actually take compression off of these compressed nerves. If you have that tight piriformis muscle, actually improving the mobility of the pelvis will actually help to accommodate that muscle, essentially relaxing. Now, what are some things that we can do for our sciatic nerve at home? I'm always asked, well, what is a good exercise or two that I could start implementing in my daily routine that's going to help with sciatica? So let's first start with what we call an external rotator stretch. So what you're gonna do for this stretch is, let's say I'm experiencing the symptoms in my left leg. You're gonna go ahead, and you can even be laying in bed, but you're gonna lay down. You're gonna cross the affected leg essentially over the leg that isn't bothering you, and you're gonna push that leg up with the leg that isn't bothering you. Now from here, you're gonna grab that leg and you're gonna pull the knee to the opposite shoulder until you feel a nice stretch right here in the back of the buttocks. You're gonna hold that stretch for about 15 seconds, and then what I like to do is I like to come back down, take a quick little breather, come back up and go a little bit deeper with the stretch. So the goal for you should be 3 sets of 15 to 30 second holds with this specific external rotator stretch. Now, what is the missing key to this? Well, if we're elongating the external rotator, right, what we need to do is strengthen the internal rotator. And this is where most people go wrong. They stretch, they stretch, they stretch, they stretch, their sciatica keeps coming back. So right here is what you are missing. You need to come to a door frame after your stretch. You need to essentially put your knee on that door frame, and you got to lift the foot away as far as you can until you feel a little pinch here in the inside portion of the hip. Now you're gonna hold that for about 2 seconds and come back to neutral, and you're gonna repeat for about 45 times. Now this is an exercise that is very easy, so a lot of times people will break them up in sets per se, but you most likely will be able to do all 45 repetitions in one sitting. If you're not, just break them up a little bit into 3 sets. Now, in order for this to work in regards to your home care, it needs to be done for about 2 to 4 weeks. If you are experiencing symptoms of sciatica though, your best bet is to come see us at Premier Chiropractic. We can help to alleviate those compressed nerves and get you back to the life that essentially you're destined to be living. Hope everybody has a great day today and learned a little bit about sciatica.